Welcome to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX and online at mywithersradio.com, featuring the Waltonville Spartans, Weber Township Trojans, and Woodlawn Cardinals. The Jefferson County Basketball Showcase is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. The Jefferson County Basketball Showcase is also sponsored in part by Crossroads Community Hospital. More than a hospital, it's what healthcare should be. The Collision Pros at Cesar Auto Body, Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, and Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac of Centralia. Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn. Wren Lake College. It's time. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And by Coach House Garages, Ford Square, King City Chrysler. You can count on us, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. State Farm agent Scott Owens. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And People's National Bank with the Coach House Garages pregame show. The Jefferson County Basketball Showcase starts now.
Welcome into Sides Gymnasium on the campus of Woodlawn High School as Jefferson County Basketball Showcase brings you the Woodlawn Cardinals hosting the Odin Eagles. Listening in on WMIX 94.1 FM as well as mywithersradio.com. I'm Denny Swinsk. He'll be bringing you the play-by-play of this game. Also joining me alongside after a hiatus, little vacation, Mr. Mike Richardson will join me in a few moments. This pregame show is brought to you by Coach House Garages. If you're in need of a garage to protect your car or prized possessions, Coach House Garages has the building for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. About 11 minutes to go before the start of this one. Both teams on the floor. The JV contest is over. Woodlawn wins 62-24, and I bring in the aforementioned Mike Richardson, and it's been a few months since you've donned the headset. Do you know what you got to do after a long time off?
Well, I tell you what, I think since I left you high and dry that last time, maybe just turn my headset totally off. So, but no, it's good to be back. Some other obligations. Naturally, most people know I'm back coaching at the grade school, and been having a fun time with that as well. And missed a few ball games along the way, but hopefully we'll get a few in, especially during the holiday season that are upon us.
And they are upon us as these two teams will play another week of basketball next week, maybe a game, maybe two in next week for the Christmas holidays. And these two teams, time opening up. Odin already played a couple of games at Midland Trail. This is Woodlawn's first conference game of the year. We'll talk about the streak, the Woodlawn streak and the Midland Trail. But first, Mike and I need to step out for a break. This Coach House Garage is pregame show, and if you're looking for a garage builder that will build a quality garage at a fair price with a 5-year written warranty and financing available, then a Coach House Garage is for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. We'll step out and take a break and come back for more. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House Garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon, or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. At Community First Bank, we take pride in delivering banking services differently. Whether it's personally answering the phone, responding to customer service needs promptly, or simply taking the time to visit with you face-to-face regarding your business, agriculture, or consumer needs, we believe you are the reason we are in business. Thank you for the support you have shown our bank, and I invite you to stop by and see us and experience why we are different from the other banks. Community First Bank, welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and mywithersradio.com.
Welcome back to Sides Gymnasium. The Woodlawn Cardinals hosting the Odin Eagles tonight here in a Jefferson County Basketball Showcase game on WMIX. This is the Coach House Garage's pregame show. If you're looking for a garage builder who will build a quality garage at a fair price with a 5-year written warranty and financing available, then a Coach House Garage is for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061. For a free on-site estimate. And Mike, we have talked about this. Woodlawn joined the Midland Trail Conference 3 years ago to start the 08-09 season, the year that Woodlawn made the first of two trips to Peoria so far. And the streak is at 33 games. 3 years, 33 wins, no losses. A conference they have dominated for 3 years as they start another campaign.
Well, that's just utterly amazing. I mean, we talk a lot about conference affiliation whatever sport, basketball, football. And when you have a team that has put together this streak, considering the history of the Midland Trail Conference and the tournament itself, that's what throws a wrinkle into things, to where not only you play everybody in the regular season, but you get another crack at them on a neutral site with that tournament in mid-year. And that has been an amazing run for the Cardinals. When you look back at Waltonville and that streak of their good teams joined the same time as Woodlawn did in the Midland Trail, plus the rotation, Dietrich got out, and then there have been some consolidation with some of the teams and some of the schools. It is amazing when you think 33 games and that 9-game winning streak there in conference tournament play. And that is in itself, you're guaranteed, if you have a better record, you get that quarterfinal game on your floor, but then that semifinal final is at Bennett North Clay, a big rival of the Cardinals so far in the Midland Trail, so definitely not an easy place for them to go try to win a tournament and win 2 straight games back-to-back.
He brought it up that first year. Of course, Waltonville, Woodlawn, very solid that year. South Central was very good. Odin was very good. And North Clay was up and coming the next couple of years. So it's been a battle for Woodlawn. Of course, 9-0 in the conference tournament. They've won 24 straight regular season Midland Trail games. So an impressive streak by this program. And going into the night, Odin's already played a couple of games this year, 2-7 overall. This Woodlawn team, 4-2 right now, a tough loss at Mater Dei last Friday night. But going over there and only losing by 11, you have to feel almost like it's a victory.
Yeah, and I tell you what, we had covered the Cardinals earlier in the Thanksgiving Day tournament that went on at Oakville, and Woodlawn had some success making it to the championship game and losing to a very, very deep, well-coached Oakville Rocket basketball team. Woodlawn then caught their rival Waltonville here in a game. Was able to listen to that coming back from a game, and then Mater Dei last Friday night. They were celebrating with the volleyball championship that their 3A girls had won. All the cheerleaders were there. I mean, it was quite an atmosphere. And I love, and we've talked about this before, I love high school bands, and they've got a good one. And it was going on that night, and a fever pitch was had, and Woodlawn played well. And probably the games I've seen, even against a more physical Mater Dei team with that big size that front court has, Woodlawn really held their own. They gave away a couple of stickbacks in that game during parts of that third quarter when Mater Dei was making a run from that close first half. But losing to 11 on their place with all that going on, probably one of the tougher games Woodlawn physically had played so far this year. And I think that's what Coach Shane Whistle was talking about. He had a couple of days to coach in practice. But that Thanksgiving tournament, that goes pretty quick. You're playing every night. And he said he had a chance to get some practices in for that. And I think it showed. The physicality of the Cardinals was very impressive up at Mater Dei.
And that game was last Friday night. Cardinals 4-2. When we come back, we'll talk more about these Odin Eagles. And, of course, Woodlawn, breaking them down and matching them up. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
The big holiday sale continues at Newell Furniture in Woodlawn. Lazy Boy recliners, glide rockers, and TV consoles starting at $329, sofas only $599, Sealy plush top bedding $649, plus 15% off all jewelry on walls, Chevelle mirrors, side tables, coat trees, benches, pictures, and more. Plus there's lots of holiday fun and savings at the general store with 30% off all Christmas decor and 15 to 20% off everything else. Shop Newell's big holiday sale for savings galore.
Need cash, but there's not an ATM in sight? Use your People's National Bank Visa check card. Just visit a retailer that accepts Visa, enter your PIN, and select the cashback option. Choose an amount between $20 and $100, and you have an instant ATM. And the best news yet, a People's National Bank Visa check card is free with any checking account. Stop by People's National Bank today and see what a true community bank can do for you. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the Collision Pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. More basketball action ahead. Presented by Community First Bank.
Welcome back to Woodlawn. A couple minutes before the start of this one between the Woodlawn Cardinals and the Odin Eagles on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. Standing with you is Mike Richardson. And Michael, these two teams warmed down. The Odin Eagles come in with a record 2-7, on off to the start that we're used to seeing here the last few years from Odin. Very young team intermixed with a couple of veterans.
Well, they've lost a lot to graduation, naturally, with Tyler Parrish leaving the program, and just, we had the pleasure of watching him play 4 years, and the young man can score at will, and Mike Finkbone has brought a lot of experience the last few years with all that varsity group that he had going on, and now you're bringing in a group that had success in the Junior High Association. They made a tournament run last year with these freshmen. Williams and Wood will be on display here today, and they had some sophomores that got a lot of varsity experience last year as well. So Anthony Parrish will be the only senior in that starting lineup and only one other senior on the team. And there's not a junior on the roster. You're looking at all freshmen and sophomores. So growing pains for Coach Finkbone right now, but with the experience and the competition level they play, things will look good for them a couple years down the road.
Both teams have headed to their respective benches here tonight. In the lineup here, Mr. Wayne Brady is on the booth, exchanging the CDs, decide what music he wants to do, what music he wants to play, and that should be the anthem here as we get ready to go, as everybody's lining up. So let's do that. Let's step out for the anthem when we come back to the starting lineup. And this game, you're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Sports fans can be the hardest people to shop for, so WMIX has the perfect gift idea. A little more Saturday Sports Show. Tell the fanatic in your family to tune in to WMIX AM 940 on Saturday mornings after the 8 o'clock news. We talk to the coaches they want, provide the insight they crave, and the scores they need. The best part? We'll take care of the gift wrap. The Saturday Sports Show, every week on WMIX and MyWeathersRadio.com. Presented by Crossroads Community Hospital.
Hey, this is Big Dave at All Stars and Stitches, located at 418 East Main Street, a half a block from the Benton High School. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 3. We provide custom screen printing, embroidery, banners, signs, vehicle lettering, vehicle wraps. If you want it printed on, we probably do it.
Hey, this is Coach Aaron. Give the big man, Big Dave, a call at All Stars and Stitches, 435-555-555.
By the way, what was that phone number again?
435-555-555.
Concerned about the environment? People's National Bank is too. That's why we're offering you ways to go paperless. By taking advantage of our online products, such as bill pay and online statements, you can do your part by using less paper. Other green opportunities from People's National Bank include using your Visa check card instead of writing checks, setting your paycheck up on direct deposit, and even transferring money between accounts using Direct Connect or People's Online. It's good to be green.
People's National Bank, peoplesnationalbank.com, member FDIC.
Car insurance with personal service at no extra charge? What a novel concept. That's why State Farm is a leader in providing insurance and financial services and remains strong in this economy. At State Farm, Scott Owens is dedicated to helping you get the coverage that's right for you and the discounts you deserve. No one takes care of you like State Farm. Scott Owens will prove it. Call Scott at 242-3770. That's 242-3770. Like a good neighbor, Scott Owens is there.
This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase, only on WMIX.
Welcome back to Woodlawn High School. Both teams being introduced. The starting lineup sponsored by People's National Bank. Stop by People's National Bank and let them remind you what banking with a local family-owned bank is all about. Visit a branch near you or log on to peoplesnationalbank.com. People's National Bank, member FDIC. And Michael, go ahead and give those starting lineups for both teams.
Well, thank you very much, Danny. And for the Odin Eagles, coming in a nice contest with a 2-7 record. They'll be starting a 5'9" freshman wearing number 12, Devin Williams. His running mate will be a 5'7" freshman wearing number 13, Gavin Wood. A 6-foot sophomore wearing number 50, Toby Simpson. A 5'10" sophomore, number 23, Ryan Niepater. And rounding out the lineup, as we mentioned in the pregame show, a senior starter, 6-foot senior, wearing number 54, Anthony Parrish. The Odin Eagles are coached by Mike Finkbone and assisted by Brian Dedman. And for the Woodlawn Cardinals, they come into the conference with their first opportunity to get on the win column. 4-2 overall. They're going to start a 6-foot senior, number 15, A.J. Webb. A 6'5" junior, number 22, Gabe Owens. A 6'1" junior, 25, Logan Isaac. 6'5" junior, number 30, Christian Hollenkamp. And the fourth junior in the lineup, Chris Harlow, number 33. He is a 6-foot junior to round out the starting lineup for the Cardinals. Cardinals are coached by Shane Witzel and assisted by Scott Owens. And that is the starting lineup for tonight's contest.
Those starting lineups brought to you by People's National Bank. Have instant access to your account anytime, anywhere. With online banking from People's National Bank, log on to peoplesnationalbank.com, member FDIC. And before we get started, we are at the bottom of the hour. We need to step out and identify ourselves, pausing for station identification. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase.
Back out to the court on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com.
Welcome back. Woodlawn High School, Odin and Woodlawn. Mike, after a big game at Mater Dei, this might be a mental test for Woodlawn. Looking on paper at the lineup, Odin's going out after coming off of Mater Dei and Waltonville last week. Maybe more a mental test than a physical test here tonight for Woodlawn to start with.
And I think it will, and I think Mike Finkbone will look to take advantage of that situation with these freshmen he has in the starting lineup. 2-7, struggling a bit, but they know they're young. Come out firing. We saw some explosion from the three-point line by Odin in that JV game, even though they lost, but they're not afraid to put it up. And, hey, they may jump on Woodlawn early here.
And the center circle will be Parrish and Hollenkamp, and Christian wins that easily for the Cardinals in their home whites, trimmed in red and blue, and Odin in their red uniforms, trimmed in white. As we begin at Woodlawn High School, 7:30, an early start here. Against this 2-3 zone, the Cardinals will attack back and forth. Owens, top of the key, will man the point. Top left side, Hollenkamp, 15-footer on the way from Christian is good. Woodlawn out of the gate quickly. 2-0 Cardinals.
2-3 zone implied by the Eagles right there, trying to see what Woodlawn can do outside.
Odin across the timeline, a young team. Devin Williams goes right side to Wood. It's stolen away by Owens. Owens to the left block, shot blocked out of bounds. And the Cardinals will have to inbound underneath their own basket. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is a home in Dex, Ina, Woodlawn, and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Owens to Isaac in the right corner, back to Owens on the right wing, to Hollenkamp in the corner. Christian for a three, good. 5-zip as the amoeba bops out, and he gets 5 points quickly for Woodlawn in the first minute. The Cardinals lead Odin 5-0.
He looked pretty smooth on his first two shots. He's been forcing a little bit, but very comfortable right there.
Quickly down the lane was Niepater. He throws it out for a three ball to Gavin Wood, and that's a good one, and it's 5-3. And you mentioned it, Mike, in the JV game, Odin was able to throw some threes in.
Absolutely, and they looked at a nice set right there to get Wood on the score column.
Owens throws it to Webb on the right side to Harlow. Now inside, nice pass to Isaac. Left block to left elbow to left block, and Logan Isaac scores 7-3 Woodlawn. Across the timeline come the Eagles. Niepater down the right side around the double team. Throws it inside to Parrish. Shot off left-handed, and glass is good. Anthony Parrish scores 7-5 Cardinals. The defense here early on, a little soft for Woodlawn, but they have only given up 5 points so far. Hollenkamp in the corner again. I don't think you can leave him open. He missed there. Harlow on the rebound, weak side. 15-footer from Harlow, rims in and out, rebounded by Williams. He will dribble up against the pressure of Woodlawn, throws it up to Niepater. Dribbles to the volleyball line, now to the half line. Now throws it left wing to Niepater. 3 ball off the glass, gets the floor. Hollenkamp has the rebound, gets it to Owens. Gabe across the timeline. Right wing down in the right corner to Isaac. Isaac to a cutting Hollenkamp to the basket, off the glass short. Harlow, weak side rebound. Harlow goes in the lane, shot no good, and he's fouled. And Chris Harlow will go to the line and shoot 2.
His hard work paid off right there. His second offensive rebound. Got rewarded this time. A couple of free throws coming up here at the 5:46 mark.
Of course, Harlow, he could be an opportunity and a candidate to be our Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. Harlow makes that first free throw. Crossroads Community Hospital, it's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. As we roll along on 94.1 FM, WMIX, and MyWithersRadio.com. And Harlow makes them both. If you want to follow us, you can on Twitter at 94 Sports. And go to our Facebook page, WMIX Sports. You can find scores, schedules, and everything else sports. And that, after the made free throws, Odin was unable to get the basketball in. A 5-second call as Woodlawn went with the press.
Well, not much movement from the guard play. The back guys were deep and waving their hands, but just too long of a pass to try to make against that defense.
Owens throws it in now and stolen away by the Eagles. Owens steals it back, so it goes up for a shot and scores. Owens threw it away, got it back, and scored, and it's 11-5. Woodlawn on top, and that's the first foul on Simpson's second on Odin. A little sloppy early on from the Cardinals. It's kind of more like a cultural event here, Mike. Not a lot of noise, not a lot of funk in the crowd here tonight.
Very subdued crowd so far here this evening.
Owens makes the free throw. He's got 3 in the game, and it's 12-5. Woodlawn pressure. Odin breaks it easily. Wood comes up the timeline, loses the dribble on the Cardinal logo, gets it to Perry. She throws it back to Williams. 15-footer up over Hollenkamp. No good rebound, Owens. Gabe will come across the timeline again. Down the middle of the floor, bounce pass A.J. Webb, right block good. That was a great pass, and that will force an Odin timeout. Fast-breaking Cardinals flew down the floor to go to a 14-5 lead. Very impressive, Mike, as the Cardinals ran that fast break to perfection.
Well, it all starts on that defensive rebounding in, and Gabe Owens was able to get it. When your point guard gets a good rebound like that, 2 or 3 steps, and he's in full stride, head up down the play, found Webb underneath, made a nice spinning shot off glass, and Woodlawn extends that lead now 14-5, and we still have well over 5 minutes to go in this first quarter, and Woodlawn looks to be loosening up a little bit.
And some scores from around the JV game tonight. Woodlawn won against Odin 62-24. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams won their JV game at Carbondale 41-25, and in high school boys played the Conrad Allen tournament. Crab Orchard beat Weber Township 76-29. Here, Odin inbounds the basketball. Throws over the top of the press to Williams, who gets to the left wing, double teamed in the corner by Owens and Hollenkamp. Spins out, throws it off Owens' leg, and that's a smart play. Speaking of Owens and that scoreboard update, you might be paying too much for auto insurance. Give Scott Owens a call for a free discount double check. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Scott Owens is there. Side out of bounds in front of the Cardinals bench, and they throw it in, and Owens tips it away, recovered by Wood. He throws it up to Niepater, and Harlow steals it. Harlow to Owens. Webb's going to get a run out the other way. The Cardinals are hustling all over the floor. A.J. Webb is rewarded with 14. Odin the other way quickly. Throw it down the floor. Intercepted. Owens coming back. It's back and forth we go. Owens down to Harlow. To Hollenkamp left block. Up and in. Woodlawn has warmed up, and it's now another timeout for Odin as the Cardinals lead 18-5.
Yeah, and you can read Mike Fingvold's mind right there, and also his lips at our advantage point. It's just they can't get caught up in this run up and down the floor type game, and that's exactly what he's trying to express to his young gentlemen out on the floor right now. And that was just one of them quick timeouts that's got to be taken, and hopefully they learn as quick as possible on that.
Another final reported in. Mount Carmel beat Edwards County in girls basketball tonight 72-22. I'm sure Miss Buss had some points in that one.
I go out on a limb. I think she had a few.
Yeah. Pressed by Woodlawn. Odin gets it in. Here comes Niepater across the timeline to the left wing. Down the lane to go. Stolen away by Webb. Fouled by Odin. And, Mike, I think the young, youthful Eagles have not learned their lesson, and they're trying to get in a running game with the Cardinals, which will not work.
Yeah, and again, Mike Pingbone can't take another time out here, but he's still expressing the chance to slow down. And I think they believe that if they get across the center line, they've accomplished their job. Pull it up, but they're still continuing to press that issue.
Harlow down the lane, up and in. Hollywood Chris Harlow has made another basket, and it's 20-5. Woodlawn by 15. They press and steal it again. Logan Isaac getting in on the fun. He makes a left-hand layup. It rolls out. Harlow on the rebound and puts it in. Logan Isaac missed that layup, tickled the iron. It fell off. Odin quickly the other way. Williams across the timeline. 2-on-1, tries to get it down the block to Simpson. Simpson recovers, throws it off of A.J. Webb, but it goes to Owens. Owens across the timeline to Hollenkamp around Parrish. Up, no good in a foul. Christian Hollenkamp will go to the line and shoot 2, and Parrish has picked up his second foul.
The second foul to go along with 18 turnovers already, and we've just not got under the halfway point of this first quarter. So I know Woodlawn wants to speed it up a little bit, but you'll just have to wonder how long they'll be able to press at this rate here, before. And some of the bench players are going to get quite a bit of action right here in this first quarter.
You're going to see a lot of players on both benches, if not one. Hollenkamp gets 1 out of 2. And that basket, I missed it.
Well,
A.J. got another one. He snuck in there. 6 points for A.J. Timeout Odin, because they couldn't get it in bounds. They just used their third timeout. Well, this game's going to fly by because they're already down to 2 timeouts, Mike.
Yeah, and I don't look any foreseeable future here at Woodlawn calling a timeout with the runs going on here, and things are going this well in this first quarter. And the JV game went pretty fast. It was up and down. Saw some good action. Woodlawn got a lot of good bench play. We saw some kids step up, take some shots, and they fell, and that's what it's all about at that level. And tonight, right now, so far, everything going the Cardinals' way to start the opening season in the Midland Trail Conference.
Well, speaking of going their way, Community First Bank in the Heartland, if you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home in Dix, Ina, Woodlawn, and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. I want to touch on this point, though, Mike, you bring up about cruising and Woodlawn playing right. This may be a point to exchange whistles. Talk to this kid right now. Let's not get into sloppy habits here against this team that we're not going to be able to do against a better team down the road.
That's always, as a coach's worry, when you get off to such a good start and you try to find combinations to keep your subs fresh in their minute of their rotation. But as you mentioned, no sloppy play needed here. You need to not worry about the score. That's what coaches do. They worry about taking care of the score right here. You go out and play hard.
Parrish threw it to Kneepater on the sideline. He had to go corral it, but he stepped on the inbound line. And it's now Woodlawn basketball. Hollenkamp in the left corner. Hollenkamp to Harlow from mid-range front iron. He was fading back. Harlow got his own rebound. Odin standing around. Harlow falling back on his shot, missed it front again. And Parrish with the rebound. He's going up and falling backwards instead of staying straight up. It's a short front every time. With the basketball, Kneepater on the right wing as Owens and Robinson are going to check in. Hateman came in for Owens early on. There's a shot fake by Kneepater. It's up and no good, but A.J. Webb's going to pick up the foul. Kneepater will go to the line and shoot 2. Kneepater is spelled N-I-E-P-O-O-T-E-R, pronounced Kneepater.
And he showed his strength right there, being able to get that shot over 2 Woodlawn Cardinal players with arms extended. Almost made the bucket for an and one, but was strong enough to get it up, and now he's at the free throw line as he misses his first free throw attempt.
Harlow and Isaac out. Owens and Jake Robinson into the ball game. Free throw up. Second one by Kneepater is good at 25-6. With 3:24 to go in the first quarter, the Cardinals lead Odin. Woodlawn 4-2 on the year. Owens to Hateman to Hollenkamp in the corner is good. And Hollenkamp off to a nice start. He has reappeared. The Amoeba has come back.
10 points already of the 27.
Reminds me of Stacy Augment back in the day. Long, gangly, shooting, going to the rim. There's the ball dribbled off Kneepater's foot out of bounds. Owens defended him into another turnover. How many is that now, 10?
10. Whew. It's a double-digit mark with 3 minutes to go.
3 minutes to go. The Kentucky women's team forced the team the other night in 49 turnovers in 40 minutes. That pace is being eclipsed right now. A.J. Webb from 14. That's good. It's nice to see A.J. Webb start to get that shot back.
You know, he had a couple of real good looks in the second half of that modern-day game, and he shot that 10 or 12-footer and it went in for him. I know he had struggled early, as we see number 11 on the turnover category for the Eagles, but he did look very comfortable shooting that 10, 12-footer the other night.
Yeah, he struggled at Oakville a little bit, found it maybe last week at the end of the Waltonville game, and seems to have found it tonight as Odin goes zone. Hateman in the corner to Hollenkamp. Here's the 3 on the way. No good off the iron. Rebounded by Simpson of Odin. Simpson has to dribble out to get away from Owens, and Owens forces Simpson to throw it to Williams. Williams gets it over to Kneepater. Nepater throws it on the right wing to Wood, back to Parrish. Big brother was a big, nice player here at Odin. Oh! The turnaround fadeaway, Anthony Parrish says, I can do what Big Brother did when he was here at Odin.
We saw that a few times over the years.
There was a play by his brother back in the day, shot up by Webb, no good. Parrish's older brother played here a few years ago. He went down the lane full court at North Clay in the Midland Trail Tournament and flat out threw one down tomahawk style. Never forget that. One of the best moves I've seen in a while. J.J. Webb gets a steal and scores. He's got 10 in the quarter, 31-8. Woodlawn back now in half-court man-to-man.
Yeah, and he had a couple of hammers here, too. I think one of them was in a regional contest. And that's another thing we talked about, the Midland Trail streak, but that does not include some of the games that were carryovers in regional play that was played here or down the road at South Central. So them teams they're staring right at 40-game streaks of not being able to compete with Woodlawn in that conference. So, and that just makes that target bigger on everybody's back.
And Owens across the timeline to Hateman on the left wing to Hollenkamp in the corner against his zone. Back to Hateman. Hateman launches a three. Front iron, no good. Robinson on the rebound. Shot up and in. That is something Jake Robinson is going to have to do off the bench if this team is going to be successful this season. Odin across the timeline. That's Wood with it. Throws it inside to Williams. Shot no good. Rebound Robinson to Owens. He's going to fly down the floor. Gets it to Hateman. I don't know if I could get it out without chopping it up. Hateman had to go off the Odin Eagles' hands, and it'll be Woodlawn basketball. Webb and Hollenkamp out. Harlow and Isaac in. So it's a all-returning lineup for next year already on the floor. 5 of them. Robinson, Hateman, Owens, Isaac, Harlow. Owens for a three off the back iron. Hits the free throw line. Back to Hateman, to Harlow, to Owens at the free throw line. Down the lane, jump stop left-handed. No good. Rebound Harlow, right side. Throws it to an Odin Eagle, and that was Devin Williams. Williams will walk it up. Woodlawn will retreat. They're going to work on some basics in the defense on the half court, I would imagine. There goes Parrish. Fade away from 15. No good. Rebound Harlow, and bodies to the floor. And we're going the other way, and that looks to be on number 50, Toby Simpson.
Well, good block out by Jake Robinson right there. Chris Harlow, the recipient of another rebound. That'll be his 6th so far in tonight's game.
Matt, you don't want to mess with Mr. Robinson. Pretty physical in there. Left side, Harlow. Harlow throws it to nobody, and that is picked off by Wood. Wood come the other way for the Eagles. He goes down the lane, looks off the defender, and is fouled. And again, that's only the second foul. Woodlawn. Odin will have to inbound the basketball. Ooh, they give him on a shot.
Well, a nice dribble drive right there. Showed the head and shoulder shimmy. Got to the rack right there. Now he's going to be at the free throw line with a couple of opportunities.
First free throw in. Has 4 points, 33-9. That first year, Odin, Waltonville, South Central, and Woodlawn had some battles.
And as you mentioned, North Clay was just on the verge with all the sophomores and juniors.
North Clay was coming. Waltonville was in and out after a year, returning next year. So again, that first year was something you look back on and go, wow, the talent. 10 seconds to go. Owens to Hateman on the right wing against the zone. Back to Harlow, left side to Isaac in the left corner. He looks at the clock, goes up a shot, scores. And this one is going to end after 1 quarter. Woodlawn 35, Odin 9. Back to Woodlawn after this message here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
When it comes to bone and joint care, only one name should come to mind. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Your fellowship-trained physician's first priority is specialized orthopedic care, ranging from total joint replacement and spine surgery to shoulder surgery and sports medicine. Our surgeons provide a wide range of specialized treatments that are unparalleled anywhere in Southern Illinois. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount Vernon and St. Mary's Good Samaritans in campus. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. At Community First Bank, we take pride in delivering banking services differently. Whether it's personally answering the phone, responding to customer service needs promptly, or simply taking the time to visit with you face-to-face regarding your business, agriculture, or consumer needs, we believe you are the reason we are in business. Thank you for the support you have shown our bank, and I invite you to stop by and see us and experience why we are different from the other banks. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back out to the court on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com.
Welcome back to Woodlawn High School. 1 quarter in the book. It's Woodlawn 35, Odin 9 as we play along in the second quarter. Odin has the basketball. With it out front is Niepater. Dribbling on the wing. It says A.J. Webb has him. Woodlawn still in their man-to-man. Niepater goes to the free throw line. Stolen away by Harlow. Gets it to Webb. A.J.'s going to have a run out and scores. A.J. Webb, big night so far, has 12, 37-9. Scores coming in from around the area. We'll get to those as soon as we can. As we go along, the Eagles have the basketball. And they have a foul. It's going to be underneath. It's going to be on the Cardinals. And it's going to be on number 33, Chris Harlow. That'll be his first, team's third.
Niepater with a nice head fake right there. Got Chris Harlow up in the air. Was able to draw the foul, the third foul on the Cardinals.
Niepater looking underneath, throws it to no one, throws it to the scoreboard. Randy and Tammy Knox are not playing tonight. So that's another turnover for the Odin Eagles.
One category you don't like leading in a ball game, and that is turnovers, and that is distinctively the Eagles lead with 15-3.
And we head the other way, and it is Woodlawn basketball. Owens with it over on the left side to Harlow. Back to A.J. Webb on the right side. He'll throw up a 15-footer. It's good. And you can tell that he is starting to get his stroke back a little bit more and more every game.
And you notice the rotation on the ball is better now, too. So, confidence builds with every shot, and shooters just have to shoot. That's just all there is to it.
A.J. Webb's vying to become the Crossroads Community Hospital Player of the Game. Crossroads Community Hospital is more than a hospital. It's what health care should be. We almost need it. While we go with the banner come down on us. I'm going to have to use more of Mr. Hugo's duct tape.
Careful now.
I know. It's that white duct tape. He gets kind of defensive on stuff like that.
There's an allotment allowed on that.
Yes. Parrish with it at the top of the key. Now he'll drive, spin in the lane. The big man goes to the rim, and he's fouled. Logan Isaac tried to go for the block shot, and Parrish, who has 4 points, will go to the line and shoot 2.
Very nice spin move right there to get to the basket, and Logan Isaac, in an attempt to block the shot, got some of the arm.
Speaking of making a good move, familiar faces, new places. Bank with Ray and Bria, Community First Bank's new 42nd Street location in Mount Vernon. And welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Parrish made the first free throw and the second. He's got 6 tonight, and it is 39-11, Woodlawn on top by 28. Owens, Hollenkamp, Harlow, Webb, and Isaac. Your original starting 5 back in. Probably won't see them much after the second quarter. Webb to the rim, layup no good. Battles for the rebound. Parrish steals it from him. Parrish gets it to Horton, who has checked in the ballgame, leaves it for Williams. There'll be a Scott Owens State Farm scoreboard update coming up very shortly. And we'll play the other way. Owens with it, loses it. That gives it back to Hollenkamp. Hollenkamp throws it up to Isaac, turned his head, found the pass, and scored. Logan Isaac scores. Matt Kennedy is going to come in for the Cardinals as they lead by 30. Across the timeline is Niepater. To Parrish at the free throw line. Throws the left corner to Horton. Horton to Parrish. Parrish spins at the baseline, or at the free throw line. Leaves it to Niepater on the wing. In the baseline, he throws up a shot long off the iron. Hits the floor. Weak side. Harlow rebounds to Hollenkamp. Christian flies the other way on the left wing. Now dribbles back out. Throws the top of the key to Owens, and Owens will set the offense. Owens finds Isaac down low underneath and scores, and a foul. Nice look from the top of the key to the block. Owens to Isaac. That's a score and opportunity for a three-point play.
That wouldn't have been a foul with the exception of slapping after the attempt of the block. You go straight up, you're not going to get that foul. But, boy, when you make that motion of coming across the top like that, you're going to get it called every time, and that was no exception.
First free throw no good. Or the free throw's no good. There wasn't the first one. That was the only one. Parrish gets the rebound. 5.5 to go in the first half. Scoreboard update from Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance coming up. Several games going on right now. Odin goes down the line. That was Wood to Horton. Horton missed the layup. Owens gets it up front to A.J. Webb, who drives behind the defense and scores. And right now, Woodlawn's just out hustling Odin at this point.
And you can see that. I mean, that's just one of the tough things that are happening. They're just upset right now. Just a lot of things just haven't went their way, and they're just sort of hanging their heads a little bit.
Williams leads it for Horton on the right wing. He travels with the basketball. Your community, your choice, your bank. With 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs, Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking member FDIC. Community First Bank of the Heartland, our title sponsor here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. Owens for a long three. It's good. They left him open at top of the key, and for somebody who's won a state championship in three-point shooting, that's not very smart to do.
Yeah, I didn't know if he was actually going to pull the trigger because he's had some little closer range. So I guess that was one he just couldn't pass up.
As with the ball, Pater tries to throw it inside, goes off a couple sets of hands out of bounds. We'll have a scoreboard update here. The JV tonight, Woodlawn wins 62-24. The Mount Vernon girls JV team tonight also won their game at Carbondale. It was 19, or I should say, I got to look at it as the play starts. Now it's all skipped out of bounds, and Odin has it. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams JV won their game as well, 41-25. Varsity boys, the final, Crab Orchard beat Weber Township 76-29. Also, as the wood ball stolen away, here comes Owens across the timeline. Bounce past Webb, shot good. Webb gets another one. He's got 10 in the first quarter, 8 in the second quarter for 18 already. It's 50-11. Also, in girls' scores, it was Mount Carmel over Edwards County 72-22. That's the final. Odin goes the other way on the jump stop and jumped in the air to pass and turned it over. It'll go back to Woodlawn. Carlisle at the end of one leads Waltonville boys 19-13. Christopher leads Cobb to 19-8. That's at the end of the first quarter. And in high school girls, Mount Vernon leads Carbondale 19-5 at the end of one. That's scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens State Farm Insurance. Helping you get the right coverage and discounts you deserve. Give Scott Owens a call, 242-3770, like if your neighbor Scott Owens is there. There's another Owens at the top of the key to Hateman to Robinson. Robinson goes baseline on the shot fake, up around Parrish, shot no good, rebounded Odin. Here come the Eagles. Williams has the rebound. 3:50 to go in the first half. Odin trails Woodlawn 50-11. Williams, top of the key, leaves it for Pater. He'll dribble slowly back to the middle of the floor. Now leaves it for Wood at the jump circle. Wood with it. Goes around Owens. Thought about it. Now comes back to left. Double team. Gets to Parrish. Parrish loses the handle. Gets it back to the right wing. Nice pass underneath from Parrish to Horton. As Horton off the bench with his first 2 points. And it is 50-13.
Horton is a 5'11", another freshman.
Amazing. Up and under. Boy, oh boy. Owens found Robinson up all alone because Odin's standing still on defense. 52-13. Under 3:10 to go here in the first half. The Cardinals have a comfortable 39-point lead. Down the timeline, down the lane, Wood up, off the glass, and in. Gavin Wood scores. He has 6, and the Eagles battle to 52-15. Owens throw it. They got a hand on it. Isaac recovers, though. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Parrish, all on the floor. Stolen by Isaac, up and in. Logan Isaac with another basket, 54-15. Not much you can do here, Mike. You have to compete.
Oh, absolutely.
There's not much you can do.
Yeah, and everybody knows the situation as well. Mike Pinkbone knows what's taking place, and Woodlawn starters, they've got to get some minutes in. I mean, this is a regular season game, and they're building for the future as well, and it's just one of the things that happen.
Odin has the ball. Wood loses it. Isaac steals underneath. Gets it to Owens. Owens across the timeline. He'll throw left baseline to Matt Kennedy. Bounce pass to Robinson. Great passing on the interior. Kennedy to Robinson. And it's a 41-point Woodlawn lead with 2 minutes to go in the first half.
Very unselfish there by Matt Kennedy. Had the layup, but his layup was 6 foot away. Robinson's was 2 foot away.
Parrish from 17 in the corner for Odin. Hits the front iron. Gets it to rebound to Owens, who threw it to Hateman. Hateman was like a wide receiver in football. He was running before he got to it and it hit off his hand. He has a big smile about it as he goes down the other end of the floor.
It's the 4th turnover in this first half on the Cardinals.
Well, here's number 5. Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all your accounts. Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to personal banking, member FDIC. Left wing shot from Odin's number 12, Devin Williams, is no good. Here come the Cardinals flying down the floor. Owens to the top of the key. Light block pass, Jake Robinson over Parrish. Good. Jump hook. Nice little push shot. 8 points for Robinson off the bench.
And he played well the other night also. And I think he's getting a little confidence. He had a real good summer. I think he's getting a little confidence here at the varsity level.
You got to build into that varsity level. I don't care who you are. It takes a little bit of time. Even the good ones have that issue. In the left corner is Wood. Picks it up, throws it inside to Horton. Back out to Parrish. Spin move. He likes that move. Gets it to Wood. 15-footer off the baseline. Hits the floor. No good. Rebound Owens. Under a minute to go. Owens flies down the floor with the Cardinals. Leaves it for Kennedy. Left-hand layup is good. Matt Kennedy has scored. That's his first 2 points. And it's 60-15. Woodlawn has rolled up 60. first half. 60. I can't believe this.
It's a round number.
And, here it is. And there's a running shot by number 13, Gavin Wood, on the right baseline. It's no good, but he's fouled. And that will bring Corey Miller to the free throw line to tell us that Matt Kennedy threw his first foul, and the 5th on the Cardinals. 40 seconds to go in the first half. First free throw is up and no good by Wood. He'll have another one. Gabe Owens comes off the floor. We'll have the Midland Lake College halftime show coming up. We'll have scoring and stats from this game as well as scores from around the area in both high school and girls basketball. Second free throw front iron also rebounded by Robinson before it hits the floor. Robinson gets it to Webb, and A.J. will dribble it up with 36 seconds to go to see if Woodlawn will go for the final shot or if they're just going the quickest one they can find. Hateman to Webb. Webb to Hateman, and that's what they're going to do. When you've racked up 60 points in the quarter, it's hard to be disappointed with the offense.
Yeah, I think you just take a good shot here at the buzzer and go in and talk about things and find a good combination of rotation of a couple starters and subs for this second half coming up.
Woodlawn will go on the final shot. A.J. Webb back out to Hateman, over the left wing to Kennedy. He drives left baseline, back to Harlow. Free ball from Harlow on the way. No good, rims in and out. And that'll end the first half as Gabe Owens gives me a look and a wink as Mr. Harlow and I and Mr. Owens had a conversation before the game. That's for another time. Halftime, though, Woodlawn 60, Odin 15. We'll step out and take a break and come back with the Midland Lake College halftime show. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. Hey, you know the holiday shopping season is here. And of course, that means it's time for the Ford year-end celebration going on now at Ford Square. And that means great holiday offers on a great selection of Ford cars, trucks, SUVs, and crossovers. Just think, what a great way to drive into the new year. You'll get the newest technology, money-saving fuel economy, and right now, a great deal on a brand new Ford. So here's a personal invitation. Get to the Ford year-end celebration at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. Take a look and drive one. I think you'll have a very happy new year. And remember, Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
Sports fans can be the hardest people to shop for, so WMIX has the perfect gift idea. A little more Saturday Sports Show. Tell the fanatic in your family to tune in to WMIX AM 940 on Saturday mornings after the 8 o'clock news. We talk to the coaches they want, provide the insight they crave, and the scores they need. The best part? We'll take care of the gift wrap. The Saturday Sports Show, every week on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com. Presented by Crossroads Community Hospital.
With the housing market picking up and rates still low, this could be the perfect opportunity to get back in the game. Hi, this is Joy Schrader, mortgage specialist with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. With a wide variety of mortgage options at People's National Bank, we have the perfect loan for you too. Stop by 413 South 34th Street and let me help you get into the house of your dreams.
People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Does this sound familiar?
I can't stand this job. I just wish I had time to go back to school, but with work and family...
I know. I just enrolled in Rend Lake College's evening cosmetology program. They have evening classes that will even fit into your busy schedule. You can even graduate in less than 2 years. Classes are convenient to get to, and they're in Studio RLC in Mount Vernon. They even offer financial aid.
What's it like? I've been out of school so long.
It's not your typical take notes. Listen to a lecture program. We will learn the latest styles and trends in cosmetology, and it looks like we'll have fun doing it. We'll be out on the salon floor getting hands-on experience and getting to know all kinds of people. By the time we're done, we'll be ready to jump into a new career and love our jobs. For once.
Okay, how do I sign up?
I called 618-242-8459, but you can also check out their website at rlc.edu/Studio RLC or stop by the RLC Marketplace in Mount Vernon.
This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX The Red Lake College Halftime Show starts now.
Welcome to Woodlawn High School. Halftime as the Woodlawn Cardinals lead the Odin Eagles 60-15 here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. Red Lake College has been the vehicle to a brighter future for over 40 years. Students can choose from more than 100 degree and certificate programs. Save thousands of dollars at Red Lake College and get to work. Red Lake College, it's time. It's 60-15. We are past the top of the hour. We need to pause for station identification. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase.
This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase, online at mywithersradio.com and on your radio at 94.1 FM. We are WMIX Mount Vernon, a free service from Withers Broadcasting.
Back here at halftime, 60-15. Woodlawn leads Odin in high school boys action on Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. We need to step out. When we come back, we'll have the stats and scoring and some scores around the area. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
The big holiday sale continues at Newell Furniture in Woodlawn. Lazy Boy recliners, glide rockers, and TV consoles starting at $329. Sofas only $599. Sealy plush top bedding $649, plus 15% off all jewelry on walls, Chevelle mirrors, side tables, coat trees, benches, pictures, and more. Plus, there's lots of holiday fun and savings at the general store with 30% off all Christmas decor and 15 to 20% off everything else. Shop Newell's big holiday sale for savings galore.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. More basketball action ahead. Presented by Community First Bank.
Welcome back to the Red Lake College Halftime Show. They, being Red Lake College, have over 100 degree certificate programs to choose from. It's been your vehicle to a brighter future for over 40 years. Red Lake College, it's time. Visit your virtual counselor at roc.edu. As Mike finishes those last minute stats, we'll remind you of some scores. Woodlawn JV won tonight 62-24. It is at half at Waltonville. Carlisle leads the Spartans 38-24. End of one at Christopher. It's the Bearcats leading Cobb at 19-8. Crab Orchard defeated Weber Township tonight 76-29 at Wayne City at Conrad Allen. And girls scores a final. Mount Carmel over Edwards County 72-22. And Mount Vernon beat Carbondale 29-17. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. If you're paying too much for your car insurance or auto insurance, both, give Scott Owens a call for a free discount double check, like a good neighbor. State Farm agent Scott Owens is there. And, Michael, you have the stats of this one from the first half.
Thank you very much, Danny Ann, for the first half. Highlights for the Odin Eagles. They were 4 out of 11. Regular field goal attempts, 1 out of 4 behind the arc for a total of 5 out of 15. They only had 15 field goal attempts for 33%, 4 out of 8 free throwing for 50%. But the reason they only had 15 shots, 20 turnovers in today's contest. 8 rebounds leading the way there, Anthony Parrish with 5. Individual scoring, Ryan Niepater, 1 for 2 at the free throw line for his point. One of the freshmen, the 5'11", Chase Horton, he had off the bench, he had a deuce. 2 guys leading the way, Gavin Wood and Anthony Parrish. They lead the Odin Eagles in scoring with 6 points each for their 15 points in the first half. For the Woodlawn Cardinals, only 4 turnovers. That gets your field goal up as far as attempts go. They were 25 of 36 regular shooting, 2 of 6 behind the arc for a total of 27 out of 42. And you round that off to 64% from the field. 4 for 6 free throwing for 67%. 19 rebounds. Chris Harlow leading the way with 7. Jake Robinson off the bench with 4, and Gabe Owens has 3. Woodlawn gets the mess. The Cardinals in the scoring column off the bench. Matt Kennedy with the stick back and 2 rebounds. Chris Harlow with 6. Gabe Owens with 6. Jake Robinson was 4 out of 5 from the field on hard work of them 4 rebounds. He got a couple stick backs. He has a total of 8 points in the first half, and 3 Cardinals in double digits Logan Isaac and Christian Hollenkamp both with 10. And what a half for A.J. Webb. 9 out of 11 from the two-point area. And 18 points as he leads the Cardinals in scoring for their 60-15 lead here at the half.
We are on the Midland Lake College halftime show. Save thousands on your education. Visit your virtual counselor at roc.edu for more than 100 degree and certificate programs. That's right, for your Midland Lake College, it's time. We'll step out for our final break on the Midland Lake College halftime show on the other side. Second half action from Woodlawn. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. At Community First Bank, we take pride in delivering banking services differently. Whether it's personally answering the phone, responding to customer service needs promptly, or simply taking the time to visit with you face-to-face regarding your business, agriculture, or consumer needs, we believe you are the reason we are in business. Thank you for the support you have shown our bank, and I invite you to stop by and see us and experience why we are different from the other banks. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Car insurance with personal service at no extra charge? What a novel concept. That's why State Farm is a leader in providing insurance and financial services and remains strong in this economy. At State Farm, Scott Owens is dedicated to helping you get the coverage that's right for you and the discounts you deserve. No one takes care of you like State Farm. Scott Owens will prove it. Call Scott at 242-3770. That's 242-3770. Like a good neighbor, Scott Owens is there.
We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com.
Welcome back to halftime and Woodlawn. It's over, and we head into the third quarter. Woodlawn with a 60-15 lead and the basketball. Harlow to Hollenkamp, and Christian Hollenkamp picks up right where he left off with another basket, and it is 62-15. And Mike, the only question is how long will these starters play in this third quarter?
Well, you look to at least get them half of a quarter, and then I think what we talked about right before the end of the first half, try to find that combination of your bigs and your guards off the bench. Try to get a little rotation for maybe the next 4 minutes, and I'd safely say the bench for the Cardinals will get most of all the fourth quarter.
A.J. Webb tipped one out of bounds. Several candidates tonight to be your Crossroads Community Hospital Player of the Game. Mike and I will pick that one in the Cesar Auto Body postgame. Crossroads Community Hospital is more than the hospital. It's what health care should be. And there goes Mr. Parrish to the rim and scores. And I'm going to tell you what, Mike, Mr. Anthony Parrish has been impressive this evening for Odin on offense.
Yeah, people remember him from last year. I mean, he's just a thick kid, and he is very agile. Very agile. That spin move of his is something else. And right there, a nice move. Capitalizes on the foul. The old conventional three-point play. He leads now Odin in scoring with 9.
62-18, Woodlawn up here in the third quarter. A.J. Webb with it on the wing. Skip pass to Harlow, right lane to left wing. Back to Owens, top of the key. Wide open three, good. Gabe Owens, when you give him shots like that, he's like shooting by himself in a gym. He can knock down those most of the time.
Well, I think he realizes right now he just needs to take the shots at the floor of the game. You've seen him dispersing the ball to people in that first half and making sure they all got involved. But now, hey, you got to shoot it in the offense.
You got to take it when you can. Speaking of taking it when you can, head down to Community First Bank of the Heartland. Familiar faces and places. Bank with Ray and Bria, Community First Bank's new 42nd Street location in Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Gabe Owens again. That one rattles out. Rebounded Parrish for Odin. He gets it out to Wood, and he'll dribble up. Throws a pass across timeline to Williams, right side. Wood with it. Williams goes inside now to Niepater, and he has a shot blocked. Hollenkamp on the rebound, going the other way. To the rim, loses the dribble, stolen away off of Christian's foot out of bounds, and it'll go to Odin. Subs coming in now. That's Chase Horton. He's going to come in the ballgame for Niepater. With 5 locations in Mount Vernon, Dix, Ina, and Woodlawn, Community First Bank is proud to be the official voice of the showcase. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Across the timeline, Odin with the basketball. Horton throws inside Parrish off of Hollenkamp's head. Christian steals it. 3-on-2. The Cardinals slide down the floor. Hollenkamp tip pass to Owens to Webb. Shot no good, but a foul. A.J. Webb, who had 18 in the first half, will have an opportunity to get to 20.
Yeah, nice no-look pass there by Gabe Owens. Sort of caught the ball up in midair. Was able to get that big paw out there and slap it. A.J. Webb got hammered going up to the layup. He'll be at the free throw line shooting a couple.
And also, as we go through tonight, Webb makes the first. Mind you, you can follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports, as well as go to our Facebook page, WMIX Sports. all kinds of scores, schedules, calendars. You can get live video highlights of games that we have done, and also some still shots as well. Going the other way is Odin. With the basketball is Wood between the circles. Comes around the screen, now goes to the right wing around Webb, all the way to the rim, up, and good. That time was a case of Woodlawn wanting to cherry pick a little bit and go for steals instead of moving their feet.
A nice little finger roll right there by Gavin Wood. He adds to his column now. He's 8 points in today's game.
Webb shoots a three, quick out of the offense and misses, and Odin will walk it up the floor, 67-20. Perry's top of the key, throws it inside. That is Simpson, has his shot blocked. It goes out of bounds. As Coach Finkbone tells him, shot fake and go around, not just throw it up. That's going to get blocked most of the time.
Well, he set the bait right now. He got the block, gave the block away, but now he's right. Get that head fake up, get a Cardinal off their feet, and he'll have a layup right there as Parrish dribbles out of bounds for Odin's third turnover in this second half.
Just dribbled off his foot out of bounds, and we go the other way. 5:34 to go in the third quarter. Woodlawn leads Odin 67-20. We cruise right along. JV game, varsity game right now is 2 hours old, and we're already in the third quarter. Hollenkamp in the corner for a shot, and it's good. Christian Hollenkamp from the wing. 4 1/4 Christian soldiers on. 69-20 Woodlawn with 5:15 to go in the third quarter. And this has been played in front of a very quiet crowd, very respectful crowd this evening. Odin with it on the wing, has it stolen away by Owens. Gets it to Harlow, to Webb. Webb saves it to Harlow, to Hollenkamp, left side, glass good. Everything going the way of the Cardinals tonight, and it's 71-20. And I would expect Shane Whistle about any time, but by 51, to start putting some other people in, just to get some other people some playing time.
Well, one thing Woodlawn has done, and I know that makes everybody happy on that other side of the court, is the fact that they've got the loose balls today. Yep. And you don't ever get in trouble when you hustle, as Toby Simpson scores for the Eagles.
Yep.
And I think Shane Whistle's got to be happy with that. Regardless of the score, you know, the loose balls, you want to contend for them, and Woodlawn definitely got their share of them in the whole ball game tonight.
Owens to Harlow, down the lane, jump shot from 10 is good, and there comes the subs, as we mentioned that Shane Whistle will get some players in. 73-22 with 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Odin has the basketball. Wood with it, throws it into the paint, right to Williams. He was open, didn't take the shot. Back to Wood out front, down the lane, layup. Gives it to Simpson. Simpson shot blocked by Hollenkamp. There's on the rebound as Wood throws it off of the Cardinal out of bounds. Hakeman, Robinson, and Kennedy will all check in for the Cardinals, and we'll see the last of Owens, Webb, and Hollenkamp tonight, I would assume. See some of the people from the junior high girls game have arrived in the corner. So we'll see if we can get word on that game. Here comes a three off the inbounds by Wood. Long off the mark, hits the floor on the back side, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll go to Woodlawn. With 5 Jefferson County banks, branches, and responsive quality service for all your accounts, Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Jason Hateman across the timeline to Harlow. Harlow to Hateman. Holds above his head, throws in the corner to Isaac, back to Kennedy. Kennedy gets it to Hateman, back to Harlow. Harlow, left side shot, no good, rattles in and out. Rebounded by Simpson. Harlow smiles down the floor like you can't believe it. Chris has not been able to knock down that shot, even though he has 8. Parrish has it at the top of the three-point line. He'll shoot, no good. Rebound weak side to Horton for Odin. He throws it to the right wing to Williams. Williams launches a three. Short, goes out of bounds, and it'll belong to the Cardinals. Ty Coleman and Brendan Peterson will check in for Logan Isaac and Chris Harlow. And that will be the end of the starters for the evening for the Cardinals.
These are valuable minutes now for these guys coming out to keep focused and get the valuable minutes that you do as a coach to build that bench and get that confidence level up, you know, when that schedule gets a little tougher down the road.
This is auditions for varsity playing time. Matt Kennedy shoots and misses. Rebound Robinson. Ty Coleman from 15, short off the iron. Ball on the floor. Rebound Kennedy. He goes up in traffic. And Matt Kennedy scores 75-22. And like I said, this is one of these auditions. If kids come out here and play hard, do the little things, and do those things right, Shane Whistle and staff will see that and maybe try to put in a Hateman, a Robinson, a Peterson, Coleman, Kennedy to see what they can do in a varsity game in a closer contest.
And the same holds true to the Eagles as well, as Parrish makes another nice move inside.
Well,
he's still got all them young guys. And, I mean, they have got to learn what this experience is about. You know, it's different than playing at 6:15 versus 7:30. There's a big difference.
And for them, for Odin, when you're down by this many games already in no doubt, who's going to compete when the chips are down? Who's going to come out and give you an effort? And that's what Coach Finkbone's looking at right now with this group on the floor. Here come the Odin Eagles. They have a top of the key. That's Simpson. He leaves it for Horton as we roll under 2 minutes. The Cardinals lead 75-24. Wood with it out by the timeline. He'll throw it right side to Horton. Drives on Kennedy to the baseline. Picks up his dribble. Back out to the right wing to Wood. Wood from about 25. No good. Rims in and out. Rebounded the Cardinals. Robinson leads for Coleman. Ty Coleman will bring it across the timeline. There's a shot. No good. Rebound Robinson. Weak side blocked by Parrish. Rebound Odin. Not going to get a foul today in this kind of game unless you really get hammered. Wood throws it to the right corner. Horton tries to recover and steps out of bounds. Coming into the game will be Austin Perkins, his first visit. And checking out will be Toby Simpson, who's logged a lot of minutes there tonight. Scoreboard update. High school boys, Benton leads Carmike at the half 26-23. High school girls, Heron over Harrisburg 30-23 at the half. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. You might be paying too much for auto insurance. Give Scott a call for a free discount double check. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Scott Owens is there, as well as Jason Hateman, who knocks down a three-pointer at 78-24. Woodlawn's already scored 100 this year. That was against Valmeyer a couple weeks ago at the Oakville tournament. Can they do it again? On the right side with it is Wood. Wood holds above his head to Horton. Horton has it out by the Cardinal logo, guarded by Hateman. Hateman guarding Wood, and he has nowhere to go. Horton throws it to Parrish. Parrish might shoot this. He does. Off the iron, hits the floor, tips around. Kennedy hustles with it with Perkins, and it'll stay with the Odin Eagles. 42 seconds to go in the third quarter. Woodlawn leads 78-24.
And as we mentioned, Perkins, he's another 5'10 freshman. So Mike Finkbone's just, it's just one of those things.
You look down the road.
Absolutely.
You look down the road. Kennedy on the steal for the Cardinals. He's going to get a run out and score. You look down the road, Mike, and you're part of it now at the grade school here in Woodlawn. You got some freshmen here and some eighth graders on both sides. They're going to be meeting it up in some games.
Absolutely, yeah. They had a nice run last year in the Junior High Athletic Association of Southern Illinois, and we're seeing their labors of the grade school pay off here as Wood gets another floater to fall for him. He's had a nice second half.
80-26 Woodlawn as he scores. 7 seconds to go. Kennedy on the wing. Skip past Hateman right side. Shot fake. Drives to the right block. Shot up and in. Jason Hateman scores in the third quarter. It is Woodlawn 82, Odin 26. Back after the break for the fourth quarter. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
The big holiday sale continues at Newell Furniture in Woodlawn. Lazy Boy recliners, glide rockers, and TV consoles starting at $329. Sofas only $599. Sealy plush top bedding $649. Plus 15% off all jewelry on walls, Chevelle mirrors, side tables, coat trees, benches, pictures, and more. Plus there's lots of holiday fun and savings at the general store with 30% off all Christmas decor and 15 to 20% off everything else. Shop Newell's big holiday sale for savings galore.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. Back out to the court on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com.
End of three. Woodlawn leads Odin 82-26 here at Woodlawn High School as we begin the fourth quarter of the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. Odin has the basketball. JV team's basically in, except for Odin. They've played some starters in both games. JV and varsity, they're so young. Perry's with it on the right block. Spins, pulls his way to the rim. No good. Rebound to Ty Coleman. Coleman and Hateman running the other way. Coleman has to pull up as the Odin Eagles fly back faster than the Cardinals. There's Hateman inside. Robinson's shot, no good. Robinson battles for the rebound. Kennedy on the baseline has it in the right corner to Hateman. Stolen away. Hateman recovers. Now gets it to Coleman. Coleman in the left corner, Peterson. Brendan with a shot. Good. Brendan Peterson gets in the book. And Woodlawn continues to roll 82-84-26.
Well, a much cleaner third quarter for the Eagles. Only 6 turnovers in that, and they responded with some nice scoring. They had 9 points in that third quarter. Usually they had 11. So building, it's baby steps. I mean, that's how you got to do these things.
Inside pass stolen away, Ty Coleman, but ball recovered in the corner by Horton. Drives to the right side, now kicks it left to Williams. Williams and Coleman get close, and Coleman fouls him. Ty Coleman, another one that could add some bench minutes as this season rolls along, this varsity team.
Just very valuable JV minutes. I mean, he's gotten stronger. He's willing to play that hard-nosed defense, and he's one of them guys that can irritate shooters. I mean, he's going to be all over you. The games don't get too fast for him as he makes a nice double right there. But he's the guy who's going to really help off the bench later on this year. I really look forward to watching him play.
Well, he's going to be something else, and there's Coleman down the lane on the turnover and doesn't score, and it will go to Woodlawn, or Odin, as they have the rebound. And we play on here at Woodlawn with the basketball. Odin, Parrish in the right corner. Parrish has it. Going the other way. Parrish on the right elbow. It's like an NBA set here late in the game. Everybody's standing around waiting for a one-on-one to go on. And we play again, and as I said, it's starting to get to be a slow-down game. Odin's got to be gassed. They turn it over. They played some people a lot of minutes tonight in this one. Kennedy, the Hayton, a lot of them played early in the JV, and they're playing more at varsity, and Kennedy goes to the line, and he will shoot 2. So,
we spoke to Anthony Parrish earlier before the ball game started tonight. We're talking about his starters and his running Eagles with him, and he said they were young, but they something he knows as a senior. They're going to look for him for the leadership on this team, and he's doing what he can, but he knows this team's very, very young, and they're going to go through times to where the turnover bug is going to get them as it did in the first half. They've really cleaned up a lot this second half. But you're just going to grow as a team, and that's what makes basketball so interesting.
86-26, Woodlawn by 60 with 5:43 to go. Your community, your choice, your bank with 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking member FDIC. As we play along, Odin has the basketball. We'll also be looking for a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one's over. Crossroads Community Hospital, it's more than a hospital. It's what health care should be. Odin has it in front of their bench, and that ball tipped out of bounds by Ryan Richardson, a freshman getting some minutes here tonight. We have Richardson, Wallerman, Coleman, Peterson, and Bryson Sanders on the floor. They tried to go inside to Parrish. That's a battle of the muscle. Parrish and Sanders wins the battle. Parrish misses. Peterson on the rebound to Coleman across the timeline. Tied to the right wing, gets it to Wallerman. 17-footer is good. Logan Wallerman scores, and it's 88-26. The 100 is a possibility, if you can believe that.
88 with under 5, absolutely.
Yep. And it is going that way. Shot up by Odin is no good. And going the other way is Woodlawn. We have listener in from Nashville, driving home from Nashville, listening in. We'd like to say hi to Mr. Bob Frakes, listening in. 3-pointer on the way from Waller, but no good. Rebounded by Peterson. He's pushed. Foul Odin. 88-26, as that foul goes to Odin. Some scores from around the area. Into 3, Carlisle leads Waltonville 45-31 at the half. Christopher over Cobden 31-12. Wallerman just nailed a 3. Woodlawn has 91-26. The Cardinals are going to maybe score 100 twice, and there's not much you can do.
No, absolutely not. Because they're going to get, just the law of averages. They're going to get a couple breakouts here in this last 4 minutes. You get a few points there, so they're going to be knocking on 105 points or so again tonight. So they're playing hard. They're just doing what they're supposed to do off the bench, as we talked about it for most of the game. And also, I want to say hello to Bob Frakes, if he's headed in.
He's headed in.
Best career league coach I've ever had.
Here's a trivia question. Name the person who name the baseball player who homered twice off the scoreboard during the last year the old Corey League field was used and hit the first homer in the new field.
Wow, we are fading back right now. I had the privilege to play for him, and he was quite a hitting coach, and he saw something in me that he believed he could make work, and obviously, as it turned out, as much credit as I take for hitting him, he told me how to do it. So, again, Bob, I really appreciate that, and yeah, it's fond memories of the championship we had together. They could never take it away from us.
Yeah.
Had a blast.
Mike Richardson's your answer to that question. Parrish pulls his way to the rim. He gets fouled. He'll go line shoot two. As we play on with 3:52 to go, Woodlawn up 91-26. Some other scores on that Scott Owens State Farm update as I rattle through the Blackberry. Halftime, Fairfield over Hamilton County 22-20. Gallatin County leads Carrier Mills in the fourth quarter 60-44. NCOE leads Galatia 32-29 to third. Benton over Carmi 26-23 at the half. Those scores are brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Get the coverage you deserve with discounts. Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance dedicated to helping you. Give Scott Owens a call at 2242-3770. Bryson Sanders down the lane off the glass. No good, and a foul, and another freshman for the Cardinals trying to get into the books as it's 91-27.
Well, a nice power move right there for Bryson, who played football. In the co-op with Woodlawn, Waltville, and Cecil Valera.
The Cecil Auto Body post-game show will follow when this one's done. Scoring and stats. We'll have some scores from around the area as Sanders misses the first one. Another update, tag along. Lady Rams lead Carbondale 39-33 with 5 minutes to go in the fourth. That's on the sister station, AM 940 and MyWillersRadio.com. Second free throw also missed. And Odin has the basketball. They're going to walk it up. And some of these guys have played a majority of 2 games here tonight. Tipped out of bounds, and Odin has the basketball.
Well, I don't believe Anthony Parrish has taken a seat in this varsity contest. So
nope.
He's given everything he can up and down. That was his 8th rebound in tonight's contest. He's going to have double-digit scoring here tonight as well.
Posting up now at the three-point line. There goes Horton to the right side. Back to Parrish. Top of the key to Devin Williams. Devin Williams dribbles, goes to the left side to Wood. Wood off the screen. Coleman tips it. Now Odin has it in the right left corner. Perkins with it. Coleman on the steal. Coleman going the other way for the Cardinals. Slides to the rim. Scored and a foul. Ty Coleman gets in the book. Points 92 and 93 for the Cardinals. And Coleman has an opportunity to go back for the conventional three-point play.
Well, there's that hustle play right there. Again, perimeter passing by the Eagles. And a little arch on that pass. Coleman's got it the other way.
Three-point play completed for Ty Coleman. 94-27, ironic for 94 WMIX. One final from Wayne City. Sisney 42, Patoka 24. And the final game over there will start in a few minutes of the Tuesday night session. That ball goes out of bounds. We remind listeners that the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase will make the reappearance on Sloppy Joe's night at Conrad Allen tomorrow as Weber Township plays Edwards County at 7 o'clock. Chris Hugo and I will be on the air at about 6:45 tomorrow at the pregame on 94.1 FM as well as MyWillersRadio.com. On the wing, ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Odin, and we're at the bottom of the hour. We need to pause for station identification. This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase.
This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on 94.1 FM WMIX Mount Vernon and worldwide on MyWithersRadio.com. A free service from Withers Broadcasting.
Oh, it's clutch and hold.
Clutch and hold called during the ID as Ty Coleman got called for a foul. Nobody in the bonus yet to the inbound. And Odin will inbound underneath their own basket. Parrish to trigger. Looks, throws it all the way in the backcourt, and that's covered by Gavin Wood. He'll dribble across the timeline, guarded by Coleman. Coleman's all over him. Coleman's looking for a steal. There's a steal. There's Walterman got it, and he throws it to Coleman, but he stepped on the sideline out of bounds. With 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all your accounts, Community First Bank would like to be the first to say welcome back to personal banking member FDIC. Inbounds in front of the Odin bench. A lob pass for Parrish underneath. Caught Woodlawn napping. He missed a layup. Oh, my goodness. Peterson on the rebound to Ryan Richardson. He'll dribble across the timeline for the Cardinals. Go to the right side to Coleman. Holds above his head to Sanders. Right corner Walterman. They covered him up on the 3. Coleman now left side. Richardson for a 2. No good. Off the iron. Richardson follows his shot like every good shooter. Gets it to Coleman. Coleman to Sanders. Shot blocked in the lane. Rebound underneath Peterson. Turn shot scores. Brendan Peterson has 4, and it's 27. Woodlawn with 2:08 to go in the game. Got an email said you didn't need a hitting coach. Pure talent.
We played the game the way it should have been played. I know that. We had a lot of fun.
Parrish is going to hold the ball out by the timeline. He's going to run things, and he's going to hold it. 1:52 to go. Odin's going to hold it. Will Woodlawn back off? Bryson Sanders is going to guard Parrish. I think Odin's ready to hold the ball, just kind of play out with it by the timeline so Woodlawn won't get 100. And I don't know, you play and you go, and we'll just see what happens.
Right.
Woodlawn, Odin is playing with it, and they're playing the dribble handoff out by the timeline. And they're going to play back and forth.
And you made the comment earlier, Danny, they're just wore out. I mean,
Right.
That's just all there is to it. It's everything they can do right now just to get up and down the floor, and you can see it in their faces.
And Parrish had that goal go off his foot. He retrieved in the backcourt and had to go get it. It's 1:21 to go. Now, question is, what will Woodlawn do?
It's shark smelling the blood now when you get this close. You're at 96, and you're a couple of buckets away.
Don't know, in this case, it can't make anybody happy. You just got to play it out. Woodlawn throws it away. I mean, it's one of those deals. You don't want to run it up, and you don't want to do this, but you also want to, take care of those things as well. As we go here, under a minute to go. Woodlawn 96, Odin 27. Some new people haven't played in the varsity game at least. For Odin getting ready to check in. That's a foul on Coleman. Coleman gets his foul, and that's a 6 on Woodlawn. Some new faces for Odin coming in. Shane Whistle has played everybody on his bench, and they've gotten a lot of minutes tonight. And we'll see the Woodlawn Cardinals a week from tonight at Weber Township. Chris Hugo and I will make that trip over there. Cardinals and Trojans from Weber on 94.1 FM and MyWithersRadio.com. Remember, also, Facebook, WMIX Sports. You want to give us a comment, follow us on Facebook, like us on Facebook, actually. Scores and schedules, video highlights as far as long as pictures as well. Odin to the rim with a shot. You get there and you like what you see, go ahead and like us while you're there, or follow us on Twitter at 94Sports. Brendan Peterson behind the defense scores. We're up to 98-27. And I believe that'll be all the scoring unless Woodlawn somehow gets a turnover. Peterson and Coleman wanting to make it 100, but Odin's going to stand by the timeline, and they're going to dribble it out. And I could read the list of one young man at Odin said, we're not getting 100.
Yeah, I think that's a done deal.
Yeah.
It is.
This one's going to wrap up as Woodlawn is going to go 98, and Odin is going to go 27. Your final score tonight, Woodlawn 98, Odin 27. We're going to step out and come back with the Ridley College halftime, or I should say, Setzer Auto Body postgame show. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. Hey, you know the holiday shopping season is here. And of course, that means it's time for the Ford year-end celebration going on now at Ford Square. And that means great holiday offers on a great selection of Ford cars, trucks, SUVs, and crossovers. Just think, what a great way to drive into the new year. You'll get the newest technology, money-saving fuel economy, and right now, a great deal on a brand new Ford. So here's a personal invitation. Get to the Ford year-end celebration at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. Take a look and drive one. I think you'll have a very happy new year. And remember, Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
Concerned about the environment? People's National Bank is too. That's why we're offering you ways to go paperless. By taking advantage of our online products, such as bill pay and online statements, you can do your part by using less paper. Other green opportunities from People's National Bank include using your Visa check card instead of writing checks, setting your paycheck up on direct deposit, and even transferring money between accounts using Direct Connect or People's Online. It's good to be green.
People's National Bank, peoplesnationalbank.com, member FDIC.
Does this sound familiar?
I can't stand this job. I just wish I had time to go back to school, but with work and family...
I know. I just enrolled in Rend Lake College's evening cosmetology program. They have evening classes that will even fit into your busy schedule. You can even graduate in less than 2 years. Classes are convenient to get to, and they're in Studio RLC in Mount Vernon. They even offer financial aid.
What's it like? I've been out of school so long.
It's not your typical take notes. Listen to a lecture program. We will learn the latest styles and trends in cosmetology, and it looks like we'll have fun doing it. We'll be out on the salon floor getting hands-on experience and getting to know all kinds of people. By the time we're done, we'll be ready to jump into a new career and love our jobs. For once.
Okay, how do I sign up?
I called 618-242-8459, but you can also check out their website at rlc.edu/Studio RLC or stop by the RLC Marketplace in Mount Vernon.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the collision pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX. The Sesser Auto Body postgame show starts now.
Welcome back to Woodlawn High School. The final score tonight, the Woodlawn Cardinals defeat the Odin Eagles 98-27. We welcome you into the Sesser Auto Body postgame show. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies. This means Sesser Auto Body can get your vehicle back on the road faster. Next time you have a collision, see the collision pros at Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser. I'm Denny Czerwinski. Mike Richardson alongside. He figures up the stats. While we wait for that, we'll remind you to follow us on Twitter at 94sports. Also, find us on our Facebook page, WMIX Sports. You've got scores, updates of games around the area at night. You also have a calendar going on of the local teams, high school teams in Jefferson County, what they have going on each day. Also video highlights and pictures as well. Lots of stuff. We'd also like to hear from you. So go to our Facebook page, WMIX Sports. Like us while you're there. We're going to step out for our first break of the Sesser Auto Body postgame show. And when we come back, scoring and stats and maybe some scores around the area. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
The big holiday sale continues at Knoll Furniture in Woodlawn. Lazy Boy recliners, glide rockers, and TV consoles starting at $329. Sofas only $599. Sealy plush top bedding $649, plus 15% off all jewelry on walls, Chevelle mirrors, side tables, coat trees, benches, pictures, and more. Plus, there's lots of holiday fun and savings at the general store with 30% off all Christmas decor and 15 to 20% off everything else. Shop Knoll's big holiday sale for savings galore.
When it comes to bone and joint care, only one name should come to mind. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Your fellowship-trained physician's first priority is specialized orthopedic care, ranging from total joint replacement and spine surgery to shoulder surgery and sports medicine. Our surgeons provide a wide range of specialized treatments that are unparalleled anywhere in Southern Illinois. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount Vernon and St. Mary's Good Samaritans in campus. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon, or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
Sports fans can be the hardest people to shop for, so WMIX has the perfect gift idea. A little more Saturday Sports Show. Tell the fanatic in your family to tune in to WMIX AM 940 on Saturday mornings after the 8 o'clock news. We talk to the coaches they want, provide the insight they crave, and the scores they need. The best part? We'll take care of the gift wrap. The Saturday Sports Show, every week on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com. Presented by Crossroads Community Hospital. More basketball action ahead. Presented by Community First Bank.
Welcome back to Woodlawn High School. Final score 98-27. Woodlawn beats Odin. You're listening to the Sesser Auto Body postgame show. Sometimes things happen in an automobile that are beyond your control. When they do, take your vehicle to Sesser Auto Body. They can get you on the road quicker and in showroom condition. Cesar Auto Body, 602 South Park in Cesar. And it's that time of the program where we get the scoring and stats from this Woodlawn victory tonight over Odin.
Thank you very much, Danny. And the final stats of these unofficial naturally. This second half, 5 out of 11 regular shooting by the Eagles. That totals 9 for 22 behind the arc. They were 0 of 5 behind the three-point line. Go with 1 and 4 that first half, so they were 1 for 9. That totals 10 out of only 31 field goal attempts. That's 30% from the field. 6 out of 11 free throwing, as they were 2 out of 3 that second half for 55%. Cut their turnovers down exactly in half. 10 in the half, 20 in the first half. That totals 30. Duplicated their rebound number with 8 in the second half for a total of 16. Anthony Parrish leading the way there with 8 boards. And scoring, Niepater with his free throw in the first half, go along with Chase Horton, another freshman. He had 2. Odin puts 2 guys in double digits. Gavin Wood, the 5'7" freshman, he had 10. And Anthony Parrish to go along with his team-high 8 rebounds for the Eagles. He leads them in scoring with 12 points. Toby Simpson also contributed a couple. He was 1 for 1 from the field in the second half for his 2 points. And again, Anthony Parrish leading the Eagles in scoring and rebound, 8 rebounds, 12 points, 427. And for the Woodlawn Cardinals, they just lit it up. I mean, there's nothing else to say. They were 12 out of 22 in the second half. That totals 37 out of 58 from in front of the arc. Behind the arc, 3 out of 5 shooting for a total of 5 out of 11. That totals 42 out of 69 attempts, 61% from the field. They were 5 out of 7 in the second half, totals 9 out of 13 at the free throw line for 63%, only 2 second half turnovers to go with 4 in the first for 6. And 14 rebounds in the second half. They total 33 on the game. Harlow and Robinson off the bench leading the way there with 7 boards, and Woodlawn puts a lot of people in the scoring column. Off the bench, Brendan Peterson with 6, Ty Coleman with 3, Logan Wallerman with 5, Matt Kennedy with 8, Jake Robinson with 8, Jason Hateman with 5. And in the starters, Chris Harlow ended up with 8 points on the evening, 9 for Gabe Owens, and Woodlawn puts 3 in double digits, 10 points for Logan Isaac, 16 from Christian Hollenkamp, and the young man, A.J. Webb, 9 out of 11, 0 for 1 behind the arc, 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Had a couple assists, threw a rebound or 2 in along the way. He leads the Woodlawn Cardinals with 20 points. As Woodlawn wins 98-27 here at Sides Gyms in Woodlawn tonight.
We are at the point of the program where we just step out for a final break here on the Cesar Auto Body postgame show and come back to pick our Crossroads Community Hospital Player of the Game. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. At Community First Bank, we take pride in delivering banking services differently. Whether it's personally answering the phone, responding to customer service needs promptly, or simply taking the time to visit with you face-to-face regarding your business, agriculture, or consumer needs, we believe you are the reason we are in business. Thank you for the support you have shown our bank, and I invite you to stop by and see us and experience why we are different from the other banks. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital. With our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, the entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911.
This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase, only on WMIX.
Welcome back for the final time to the Cesar Auto Body postgame show. Cesar Auto Body reminds you to drive safe on the way home from tonight's game. Next time you have an accident, see the Collision Pros at Cesar Auto Body to get back on the road faster. Cesar Auto Body, 602 South Park in Cesar. We're at the point time of the show to pick the Crossroads Community Hospital Player of the Game. And Mike, we talked off the air a couple of times on breaks, and we came up with our winner.
As we mentioned, 9 out of 11 from the field, 0 for 1 behind the arc. 2 for 2 at the free throw line, a couple rebounds, a couple assists. A.J. Webb, the 6-foot senior, leading the Woodlawn Cardinals tonight with 20 points in the 98-27 victory against the Odin Eagles. He's the Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game.
We remind him, A.J. Webb is your Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. Crossroads Community Hospital is more than a hospital. It's what health care should be. And, Michael, before we wrap it up, a final thought on this one.
Sort of predicted a little bit of this, what we saw tonight. I think the fans did, too. They were pretty calm. A young team on the rise in the future, obviously, for Coach Finkbone. Shane Witzel now just trying to keep all these pieces to go together to strive for something special at the end of the year, as Woodlawn has the last 4 years. So another step in that direction.
When we get out of here, we'll remind you of that our upcoming schedule, Jefferson County Basketball Showcase tomorrow night from the Conrad Allen Tournament in Wayne City. It'll be the Weber Township Trojans against the Edwards County Lions, as that game will start at 7 o'clock. Chris Hugo and I will be there for a pregame at 6:45 p.m., and we'll get going on 94.1 FM, WMIX, as well as MyWithersRadio.com. On Thursday, Chris and I will travel to Ziegler-Royalton High School as the Cecil-Valera-Waltonville Lady Red Devils play the Ziegler-Royalton Christopher Lady Tornadoes in a game in a Black Diamond Western Division battle at Christopher, or at ZR. That game will start pregame about 7:30. Varsity contest, 94.1 FM, as well as MyWithersRadio.com. Friday night, we'll make the trek, Chris and I, to Cahokia. As the Mount Vernon Rams at 6-2 will travel to Cahokia to take on the unbeaten in the conference, Cahokia Comanches. We'll be on there at the pregame about 7:25 with coverage from Cahokia. Of course, that game on 94.1 FM, WMIX, as well as video streaming of the game on MyWithersRadio.com. And on Saturday, another journey to the Metro East, this time to Waterloo for the Mount Vernon Rams. It's a 3 o'clock JV start, which means the varsity will get pregame underway about 4:30 or so. In the afternoon on Saturday, it'll be on 94.1 FM, as well as MyWithersRadio.com, available with the video streaming as well. I'll remind you a final time, follow us on Twitter at @94Sports, as well as our Facebook page at WMIX Sports for scoring, updates, calendar of events, scoreboards to every night, late night, as well as live video highlights and pictures. It's a very nice page. You go to WMIX Sports on Facebook, like us there when you visit. We're going to wrap it up tonight from Woodlawn. The final score, Woodlawn 98, Odin 27 for Mike Richardson. For Reese Barnfield, our board hop back in the studio, perfectly got us on and off the air. I'm Denny Czerwinski talking and saying thank you to all the people who work at Withers Communication to allow us, or Withers Broadcasting, to allow us to do this each and every night we go out in all these sports. We thank you for listening. Good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX and online at MyWithersRadio.com. The Jefferson County Basketball Showcase has been presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to personal banking. The Jefferson County Basketball Showcase is also sponsored in part by Crossroads Community Hospital. More than a hospital, it's what healthcare should be. The Collision Pros at Cesar Auto Body, Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, and Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac of Centralia. Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn. Ren Lake College. It's time. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And by Coach House Garages, Ford Square, King City Chrysler. You can count on us. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. State Farm agent Scott Owens. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And People's National Bank. We are your home for news, talk, sports, and today's hot country. WMIX. The 2010 Illinois Broadcasters Association Silver Dome winner for Best Sports Play-by-Play.